All right, let's talk about episode 18, Miracle Man. Praise Jesus, I can heal you. Those people are so full of shit. It's fucking crazy. You ever watch that stuff? You want to talk about real horror? You want to talk about X-Files? You ever watch those people, this televangelists and whatever, that they go on TV and they put their hands and they push people over, and the power of Christ like pushes them back, and they talk in tongues and wow. That shit is insane. The stuff you'll believe is crazy to me. Anyway, all right. Enough preaching. Ironic, right? That I'm preaching. I'm up on my pulpit. So, in the opening of this, a man is burned so badly he is dead, and this little kid brings him back to life. That guy then becomes his bodyguard and kind of his, his story to tell, right? Like that he's got his proof kind of walking around with him that I brought this guy back from the dead. The guy, when Mulder and Scully come to investigate why he killed somebody with his powers, he tells Mulder that he can see his sister, and he gives him some detailed accounts of things that only this guy could know if he knew about Mulder's sister and whatnot. Of course, Scully is a skeptic of it, as usual. And this guy wants to be locked up. He has decided that he's no good, that his powers now have the opposite effect of what they originally had. He's now killing people instead of healing them, and he doesn't want to be left out because he thinks that God is telling him something, that he needs to serve his time. And then during his court appearance, locusts and crickets enter the courtroom in a large quantity, hinting at the plagues, which, of course, Mulder and Scully figure this out, that it's the burned guy that has been doing this and injecting people and making them die to, get back on this guy for saving him. Let's see here. Kills an audience member. I talked about that. We find out that one of Scully's favorite films of all time was The Exorcist because she was raised Catholic, which makes sense. If you're a Catholic, that movie must be terrifying because you totally believe in all that shit. And Mulder keeps thinking he's seeing his sister in this episode. He keeps following her around, so more of his sister is definitely talked about a lot in this first season. The cops let this Miracle Man kid get the shit beat out of him in jail, so much so that he dies. And as I said, the burned man betrays them, and we see the ghost of the healing kid. That was a really weird scene. I don't know what the hell that was all about. It was pretty stupid, though. And then the sheriff is brought in for the death of the kid because, they figured out that he's probably the guy that let him in to beat the shit out of him in the first place. But I don't understand that because his body is never retrieved. So how can you tell there was a murder? But I guess there's foul play and he let him in. So maybe he's not going there for murder. Maybe he's going up for assault. I don't know. But overall, it's a fine episode, but not something I love. Let's move on.